How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. So on this video, I'm going to be changing the oil on my TLX Type S. As you can see, we have some liquid moly oil right over here. We got a little bit over 6 quarts. This one's 5 1/4, and this one's just over 1. And we're going to be using the OEM Honda oil filter. The car has just under 3,000 miles, but since I do drive it hard, I'm going to be maintaining it and changing it every 3,000 miles or so. That's my personal preference. With the car being turbo and direct injection, I don't want any issues down the road. The car maintenance minded was about 70% or so. So if you do the calculations, I would have gotten to about 10,000 miles, which is way over my comfort zone. And I don't recommend you guys wait that long. But without further ado, let's go ahead and start with the oil change. Obviously, you're gonna take out your oil cap. This is the dipstick here. We're gonna be using after I pour in the whole 5 1/4 jug right over here. So I got the car set up on a lift. I'm gonna lift it up and show you guys exactly what you need to do. All right, guys, so the car is on the lift. So we have here is a couple of Phillips head screws. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 total Phillips head screws. And then we got one 10mm screw right here. So you're gonna go ahead and take those out. Now you're just gonna grab the cover and pull it backwards like that. You can throw that on the floor right over there or on the bench, whatever you like. Here's all the screws. I suggest that you lubricate these with some bright grease or something. If you live in a cold weather state where it snows a lot, or if you live in Canada, you're definitely gonna wanna do this to prevent any bolt seizing up and rusting up in the future. We see this a lot on the Civics and the Accords, etc. It's really a bad design, but it is what it is. All right, guys, so here we have the drain bolt for the oil pan. It is a 17, just give it a good crack. Go ahead and remove this drain bolt. See how dark it is. I'm gonna go ahead and say it's pretty dark. Look at that. Alright, so I got the new crush washer right in there. You're gonna want to replace that every time so you don't end up stripping the oil pan out and changing it down the road. It's like a 30-cent washer. Don't cheap out, just get it. When you go to the dealer, just grab a whole handful so you don't have to keep going back. Now you're gonna go and tighten your drain plug. This is 31 foot-pounds. If anyone wants to know, I just tighten it by hand. That's all you need. It's not going anywhere. So here we are. This is the passenger side of the car. As you can see, the filter is located in between the axle and the crankshaft pulley, and it's probably gonna make a mess. So I placed this pig mat over here to try to divert the oil away from the subframe. Lots of times when it falls into the subframe, goes inside of it, and it makes a mess all over your driveway and stuff like that. So I did turn out the wheel like that, gave me some extra space. You could either use this type of setup right here. You can use pliers, or Honda actually makes a cup that works really well to remove the filter. All right, guys, so there you are, new filters in place. You're gonna wanna just hand tighten that. Don't go crazy tightening it, because then you're gonna have a very hard time next time you need to do the oil change. Also, this year I did an oil change after 1,000 miles. You're gonna wanna just trim this right over here if you'd like. It makes it easier. If not, then this panel comes about here, so it's really gonna get in your way. I trimmed it on basically all the new cars, all the V6s, and I've never had an issue. So that's your choice. I think this works out best, so I went ahead and did it. All right, guys, oil filter's on. When you put the shield back on, just make sure you catch the little hooks right in here. If not, it's gonna flap around a little bit. Got two, one on each side. So, and then it tucks underneath here and underneath here as well. And when you tighten them, do hand tight. Do not over tighten them, or else you're gonna be having a very hard time next time to remove them. All right, guys, so I filled the engine with oil, and it took about 5 3/4 or so. This is what's left of the 1 quart right over here. So definitely need 6 quarts when you go to change your oil. So since I'm doing it a little bit early, it's not displayed yet on the instrument panel, but if it was, you would start from there. Since we aren't, and it's a little bit early, we're gonna use the scroller right over here to scroll up or down. And right there, now you're gonna press and hold the button right over here. I'm gonna keep pressing. Gonna take about 15 seconds or so, and there you go. So at this point, I'm gonna do all due items, but if you wanted to do one in particular, you would use the scroller again, up or down. Like I said, I'm gonna do all due items. I'm gonna press it now. And there you go, oil life reset. So as always guys, thanks for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, and stay tuned for more videos just like this one.